D2DNY, Real World HVAC Simplified. And now, in this video, Copeland digital scroll compressor. Actually, this is my second video on this topic. So this one is going to be more in depth. Also, Copeland digital scroll compressor controller. All right, see that right there? That's the controller right there. Okay. Now, before we get started into this video, if you have not subscribed, please do so, and click the notification bell, the bell icon, so when I do upload videos, you will get them right away, no delays, from my hands to yours. Okay. So again, also, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, a huge thumbs up. Okay. This right here is a Addison condenser unit. You see all the controls. We have some control relays over there. This is a spring-loaded terminal block. And if you don't know how to use these terminal blocks, if you have problems with it, leave that comment in the comment section, and I'm going to put a video up showing how to use these terminal blocks without breaking them, not to be intimidated by them. These are spring clamp terminal blocks. Okay, so you got a phase monitor right here, you got a transformer, you got some fuses, control circuit breaker, got a VFD drive here for the condenser fan, and you got some overloads, adjustable overloads for the VFD drive and compressor. You got the compressor contactors, more overloads, terminal block, and of course you got your digital scroll compressor controller. Okay. Beautiful day. I'm here in Tarrytown, New York. So let's get back into the video. So right now, this compressor, you can hear it, listen to it. Okay, so where was I? So yeah, so you can hear this compressor. And what you're hearing is this solenoid energizing and de-energizing. So if I pull this wire, the solenoid will not activate and the compressor will run at full capacity. Right? So if once the solenoid is disconnected, the compressor will run at full capacity, no matter what the unloader is doing, or what the controller is doing, rather. The compressor runs at full capacity. So right now you see that amber light came on. It's trying to unload. Every time the amber light comes on, the solenoid will be activated and it will be unloading. Right? So right now it's on, but nothing is happening because I have the wire off the solenoid. Okay? So if this goes on again, let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. And we'll try and put the wire back at the same time. So you can hear that. Alright, so that's that. That's how that works. And once again, all this is doing, you can clearly see that up here is the compressor discharge. And discharge passes through the solenoid and goes back into the suction. Right? And by doing that, this is a rather small pipe. It's not as big as this pipe. However, this much of the volume is going to be rerouted back into the suction. Alright? So it's I don't know how much percentage of the capacity that's going to be, but it's going to be a significant amount. And that's how you control the capacity, just by bypassing the discharge gas, rerouting it, discharge gas back into the suction. So if you do that, that means less gas will travel through the discharge line, go into the condenser, and do actual refrigeration or work. Also, every time this solenoid is open, the amperage in the compressor is going to be lower. Alright, now we have this sensor, right? This temperature sensor on the discharge line right here. And you can see two brown wires. And they go back in here. Right there. See the brown wires? Goes to T1 and T2. And if you look at T1, T2, some light back here. What is T1 and T2? T1, T2 right here. Discharge temperature sensor. Now let's just see what happens if I were to pull one of these wires. Real time. So I just did that. I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to shut off, give you some fault code. But there it is. How much you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have six flashes. Now let's see what 6 flashes. 6 flashes. Discharge. Thermistor fault. Okay, so that's that. Let's put this back on the pipe, on the sensor. Okay, so we have that safety there. I think eventually it will lock out. Not quite certain, but if you go to a service call and you see 6 flashes, this is it right here. What else? What else we got? We got right here. Right here, these wires here. These wires here. That's C1 and C2, C1 and C2. That's your signal, and that's the signal to tell, you know, the controller how much capacity you need. So if you're getting 5 volts, that means 100% of capacity. That means the solenoid is going to stay closed all the time. If you get 5 volts DC between here and here, that simply means that your 100% capacity stays closed. And if you're getting 2.5 volts DC between here and here, simply mean that you're 50% capacity, and so on and so forth. You divide it up, okay? Back to school if you can't do math. All right, what else? Also, this can do up to 2 compressors. If you see the signal right here, for if you have compressor number 2, you can do 3 and 4, which is this and this one. Okay. All right. What else? Right here is the power supply. 24 volts. M1, M2. I believe that's your compressor contactor coil. Compressor contactor, which is, you know, this is it right here. It controls the compressor contactor as well. So, where is the coil? The coil is this blue wire. Got blue and yellow. We got blue and yellow there. See? Blue and yellow. M1, M2. But we can verify over here with some light. Yeah, again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. You know, also hit that bell icon So we got, okay, so M1, M2, that's your compressor contactor, and U1, U2, that's your unloader. And it says it right here, guys, straightforward. And whenever this thing goes into alarm, if you put, this is an alarm relay out, it's an alarm relay contact. Now, is it normally open or normally closed? Not quite sure. I could test it for you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna test it so you can see. I'm gonna measure the voltage on C1, C2. Where is that? Right here. Demand input plus minus. So C1 is plus and C2 is minus. Camera will focus. All right. So I'm gonna measure the voltage for you guys to see it real time. Okay. C1 is DC minus and C2 DC plus. So I'm going to measure that so you can see that real time. It doesn't show you C3 and C4 here, this layout. I don't know why. Perhaps it can only be one compressor per module. Actually, I think it can only be one compressor per module. So this is me in the future telling you to ignore what I've told you in the past regarding C3 and C2 on the other side, that for a second compressor. I know probably I'm gonna get bashed by a lot of people. Doesn't care, don't matter. This is real world, real time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it, no editing. Because also this module monitors the current draw, right? These are the power wires that goes to the compressor, 3-phase. So it monitors the amperage draw, and I don't know if you got 2 compressors, how would you do that? Perhaps the same way, you know. But nonetheless, you're seeing it right here. You're seeing this right here, and I'm gonna go get my meter, and I'm gonna measure the voltage on the demand, so you can see that DC, and I'm going to create an alarm once again, and then see if we could check the alarm contacts. And again, if you got questions regarding this, leave in the comment section, guys. All right, and don't forget, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, right? And don't forget to smash that bell icon. All right. So as you can see, 6 amps when the solenoid is active. 9 amps. Real time, you're seeing that, right? So the amperage drops whenever this unloader is active. Okay, so currently I have the wire disconnected from C1, so it's really not getting any signal right now. It's just running at the minimum. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in, and we're gonna see the frequency changes. Should change. We're getting 2.5 volts in this right now. Can't see what I'm doing here. Some light. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead now and check the voltage that we're receiving in C1, C2. I didn't know much of a difference between the cycles. So I got red lead on CU2 and black lead on CU1. It's 2.5 volts. .5 volts DC. 2.2 volts DC. So if that number hit 5 volts, then that unloader will remain off all the time. So right now it's doing about 50% cycle. Okay, 2.2 volts is almost half of 5 volts. This 2.5 will be 50%. All right, now let's create an alarm once again and see if the alarm contacts. Let me see what is this first. Go into continuity, doing this real time for you guys, real time, because I don't know really how this is, but it's rather easy to figure out. As you can see, it's not difficult at all. Where is that contacts? Right here. See it? Okay, so the compressor just turned off. Well, the compressor number 2, the regular compressor, that side. But let's just check for continuity. My meter is not on continuity. What's going on here? I'm not hearing anything. Or maybe it's just because it's so noisy. Okay, there you go. Alright, let's go down on that again, this is real world, real time. We're not editing this video. This video is not going to be edited. Can I get my test lead in there? Hold on. So normally open. Now let's go ahead and create an alarm and see what happens. We're open, guys. We're open. So we're creating the same alarm. There's another alarm as well, which is for the current sensor. I believe that's about it. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, so we're in alarm right now, you can see. Okay, let me go and check. I need both hands, so bear with me. So there you have it. Normally open, and in alarm is going to be closed. You can hear it, you can see it, real time. Okay, enough of that. Let's put this back together. All right, I think that's about it, guys. This just about wrapped it up. What else do I have here? Let's see what we're doing for our signal. Before I go back to DC. If we have 5 volts here, it's going to be full on, no solenoid. So 2.4, 2.5, so it's still 50% capacity. Okay. All right. Real time, you see what's happening when the solenoid activates. Amperage goes down. Let's load on the compressor. Okay. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Big thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Condensers, fans are spinning rather slow because they're on a VFD drive. Hit that bell icon. Subscribe. Videos uploaded on a weekly basis. You're still here, you're special. I'll show you the indoor unit. That's the heating section. So you see, compressor 1 and 3 are the modulating compressors. We're doing 30% right now. Compressor 1 is doing 100%. and compressor 3 is at 33%. I guess hence the 2.5 volts. Okay, and let's get back out of here. Air supplying 59 degrees, control is 63 degrees, so you see what's going on here. All right.